I just already. But just trying to play an ad. I'll wait a couple seconds. Mouse. Okay. Yeah, it's done. I'm gonna started yapping and stuff. Oh, there you are. Hello. What? Cool. So, hi everybody. We're gonna wrap up Tell Charlotte today. We got just like 2 more things to do. They're both gonna be pretty short. I think estimated an hour each. Might be a pinch longer just because I'm slow at reading. So we got the Heaven's Gate DLC for episode 3, and then I missed the side game that I could have done after episode 2, Delirium, which is just a short, like, I think, non-canon little thingy. We'll check both those out, and yeah, and then if it feels like maybe we'll do a little Hello Charlotte art after. If not, we'll go ahead, we'll see. So yeah, this as you may have noticed, this DLC is a widescreen. Like, what the heck? And it's in Ren'Py instead of in RPG Maker, so it's got the bigger window ratio support. So this will be interesting. I'll get like higher resolution Etherane art, so that's cool. Yeah, I'm excited. I guess let's just get started. Yay. Yeah, well, I've not heard any audio from the program yet. I'm thinking the title screen was just silent. I don't know if the whole thing is silent or not. Okay, Vincent Fennell. A little surprised there's no sound though, but that's okay. More listening to my voice. Whoa. Vincent Fennell is watching a small trail of ants go by, his gaze remaining disinterested. I approach him out of curiosity. Else. Oh, winged ant. That's rare. They're so small. That's good. Bugs are yucky. Bugs are yucky. Don't play Silk Song. It's yucky. It's full of bugs. Look. He gets up from his knees and steps closer to the ant trail. We must be like gods to them, don't you think? With those words, Vincent picks one up. Just one tug, and the wings rip off with an alarming ease. Stop it! Let it go! What are you being so upset about? Just because we're bigger, that doesn't mean we should hurt them. It's just a bug, though. Mom says even the smallest lives matter. My mom says bugs are annoying. So we're getting so much art already. This is awesome. If you don't stop, I'll tell the nurses. The boy simply gets up and leaves. What's up with him? From that day on, I decided that I don't like Vincent Fennell at all. Azos. It's lunch break. Everyone is trading stickers and hoarding tazos, a recent fad among kids. Vincent is surrounded by children who are marveling at his collection. Oh, this one's super rare. Oh, hello. We're doing the DLC for Hello Charlotte. This visual novel. Where did you get it? It was in my chips. Lucky. Do you want it? Well, excite. I can have it, but I don't have anything good to trade you. I don't mind. Just choose one that you don't have, then. Trade with me, too. Well, me too. Well, I suppose that's just a thing visual novels can do in general, but, this is visual novel DLC to the RPG Maker main Hello Charlotte content. A little extra bonus story. What are you looking at, Charlie? Want to trade too? No. Mom says chips are bad for health. Boring. Vincent, look, I have holographic ones. What's so special about him? All he has is a pack of tazos. Lost in thought, I tripped and dropped the box with the classroom turtle that I was carrying. Oh no, the turtle. The nurses yell at me and make me stand in a corner for half an hour. Nurses? I blame it on Vincent, too. 3. Mother. When I'm 5, we move into a flat swarming with cockroaches and pigeons living on the balcony. Why is this place so dirty, Mom? I ask. The person who lived here wasn't very cleanly, his mother's answer. I want to go back home, I tell her. Why did we have to leave? We won't be staying here for long, dear, Mother says, and I want to believe her. Surrounding dirt makes my skin crawl. Later, I overhear our neighbors talking and learn that the former owner was a drug addict. Died of overdose, they say. When I raise my voice, Mom tells me to keep quiet. When I walk around the house, Mother says that my footsteps are too loud. When I become excited, Mother reprimands me for misbehaving. One evening, she has a breakdown over unsorted clothes in the drawers. We're talking normally, and then the next moment the house is filled with shouting and sounds of my clothes being violently thrown on the floor. There must have been something else she's angry at, but I'm too young to understand. I apologize over and over, promising that I won't do it ever again, as if I committed a grave sin. I'm sorry, Mother. I can make everything right. I won't become a burden. Number 4, concert. We're having a concert to celebrate autumn. Our nurses are wearing dresses with paper maple leaves sewn onto them. I recite a poem aloud, trying not to mess it up halfway. It has 4 lines. I'm so nervous that my voice comes out too quietly, even though I recite it perfectly. Vincent got 6 lines. It must be because the nurses think he's the smartest in the group. Hell, he even goes to chess club. Oh, what a nerd. Vincent recites the poem in a monotonous voice, like he doesn't give a care. Vincent almost always the last to be picked up by his parents. Sometimes nobody comes, and he just goes home alone. I tell Mom about that, and she totally freaks out. How can a child go home by himself? She exclaims, shocked. What are his parents thinking? I don't know what to say to that. It's Valentine's Day. Everyone gets tangerines and Kinder Surprises for lunch. I get sick and throw up onto my festive shirt. I didn't like it much anyway. Mom did, though. Vincent is at the nurse's office, too. He tripped and scraped his knee. Yeah. The nurse is drying a net on it with green antiseptic. The scrape seems bad, but he's not even wincing, his stare staying blank. Does he feel any pain? Maybe he's actually a robot. I want to ask him that, but my headache is too strong, so I ignore him. All I want is to go home and watch cartoons in bed. Thankfully, Mom's quick to come to my rescue. Afterwards, I stay at home for a whole week. New state. Time passes fast. My kindergarten graduation album is filled with pictures of other kids running around and a macro photograph of myself in some other kind of medieval clothing from the photo shoot. It's my favorite one, but I'll never admit that. I can barely contain my excitement for the first day of school. Vincent goes to a different one, but it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. But I didn't like him much anyway. Well, how's this gonna turn around then? Friends. Elementary school is boring. I solved all the problems in my math workbook in one evening, and as a consequence, end up dying of boredom at actual lessons. Shouldn't there be a faster way to do this? Well, relatable. As the school days pass, I get so excited about my intellectual abilities that I point out others' mistakes every time I notice them. The girl sitting next to me seems to enjoy my company, mainly because she gets to copy my answers during tests. In the meantime, I find a new way to make friends. All you have to do is buy them food or share yours. Then everyone will gather around you, excited to get sweets for free. I spend all my pocket money on snacks, and still end up being chosen last at PE lessons. Blah. It takes some time, and after an after-school beating to learn not to poke my nose into others' business. It's not my fault people cheat on tests. I'm just doing what's right. At least, that's what I think. Apparently, people don't like snitches. No, not really. Nor do they like being responsible or proper. While I'm doing everything not to be burdened, they're giving their all to cause trouble. I feel like this will take some time to sink in. Over the years, I learned to keep my mouth shut. From a moderately talkative kid, I turned into a complete class ghost. By the end of fourth year, everyone still calls me by my last name. A reunion. In middle school, we see each other again. Vincent looks more frail than I remember him being. Maybe it's just that I've gotten taller. When he sees me, he smiles. In fact, he smiles to everyone. The usual unchanging blank expression that he had in kindergarten is gone from his face, replaced with a mask. It's unsettling. I don't smile back. Somehow, we end up doing a class project together. By the time I gathered the courage to ask someone to invite me, everyone else had already found a partner. But there was an open spot in his group. The other two kids just want easy marks. So only the two of us actually end up working. Super related. Vincent is surprisingly nice to work with. He's a good team player, very considerate and giving his all to complete the task. A complete contrast to most of the kids. For the first time in a while, I have fun working in a group. Well, one incoming message from Charles. Here, I'm sending over the presentation files. Great work. Let's do our best tomorrow. He's thankful for my effort. This must be the first time in 5 years of school. I'm so moved that I put his name first on the project's title slide. It's the project's presentation day. Vincent, who was chosen as our group's representative, has a clear, powerful voice. Unlike me, who gets so anxious that I start to stumble on every word, earning giggles from classmates. I hate myself for it. Regardless, our group gets the highest marks. Maybe teamwork isn't half bad, I catch myself thinking. Weekly. Well, sports too. Vincent loses consciousness during one of our PE lessons. I've never really noticed it before, but he really has the worst stamina in class. Me. While I fail all the speed tests, I can endure running long distances just fine. He, however, looks completely exhausted after just a few laps. Dude, I don't even make it one lap. After overhearing one of the conversations between teachers, I learned that Vincent has health complications. Fennel's not running again. I heard he has a weak heart. Or was it anemia? The best student in class. Maybe he's pushing himself too hard. People like that don't live long. My uncle died from a stroke. Really? Vincent dying? Possibility has never occurred to me before. I mean, not really like children and thinking about that much anyway, right? Not that life doesn't fucking throw you those curveballs, but maybe children don't think too deeply about life and death in general. I look at him sitting on a bench near the teacher, watching us run. We never really talk, but I've been watching him for a while. So to me, it feels like we share a connection. Henrietta, oh, Henri time. I often volunteer to stay behind on class duty. Henrietta Warhol gets bullied into it. The other girls call her smelly and cow tits and make her do things instead of them. So right now, she's unenthusiastically scrubbing a dirty desk with a wet rag. You should use detergent to scrub this off. Don't tell me what to do, Eiler. Are you even here? It's not your turn to clean. I like cleaning. Or more like, I can't trust anyone with it. Yeah. Everyone's too sloppy and lazy to properly clean all the dust. Just thinking of sitting behind a dirty desk makes my skin crawl. Weirdo. You can go home. I plan to stay after lessons anyway. I have piano class coming up in 2 hours. Yo, piano. Just enough time to clean and do homework. No, I'll stay. They're waiting outside. Oh. Jeez. If I go too early, they might think I'm slacking off. Yeah, piano. I feel bad I haven't not touched piano this week. Ah, depression. Damn, that's complicated. Okay. We clean in silence. I don't really know what to talk about with her. Henrietta doesn't seem like she's up for discussing homework either. Henrietta. Yeah, was it 4 years now? I've been doing, well, no. Yeah, 4 years I've been doing piano. For, what, 2-ish of those years I did lessons. No, is it 5 years of piano now? It might be 5 years piano and then 2 or 3 years of lessons. I haven't done lessons in a while though, but took a little break. I got back into it recently. Yeah, I like piano. I like playing stuff. Hope I can do a piano stream someday. Yes. Give me your hand. I place a candy in it. Here, good work today. Carrying snacks around still remains as a habit of mine. Might as well try to win Warhol's goodwill with it. Henrietta stays weirdly silent. Oh, thanks for the follow. There isn't anything wrong with it, right? Unless you don't like barberry flavor. Barberry? Chat, what's barberry? I have not heard of this berry before. Oh. Thanks. You're welcome. Henrietta awkwardly stumbles out of the classroom without saying so much as a goodbye. Weeks later, we start talking during lunch breaks sometimes. The other girls mock and tease her for it, but Henrietta learns to talk back. Maybe she's more confident about herself when she feels alone. 3 incoming messages from Henri. Ooh. Okay, listen up, Eiler. We're going to get rid of your acne. I'm going to send you a list of skincare products and food to avoid. But Mom... No buts. Yeah, take the fucking advice, mate. Oh my god, I wish people had given me fucking advice about acne when I was a teen. For a clean freak, you sure hate looking after yourself. Past. Mother never tells me anything about her past. Or father, and they never ask. It's something we never talk about. All I can do is listen to her occasionally cry at night and keep quiet about it in the morning. She's holding up well, but I can't help but worry that one day she might trip and fall and never get up. The thought makes my hands itch, and I spend 10 minutes in the bathroom trying to wash it off. Oh. Yeah, that's where that came from, huh? I want to grow up and become someone she can depend on. That was a short chapter. Interlude alone. It's quiet in the Mind's library. I'm hunched over a language workbook trying to fill in the blanks, but all the letters come out jumbled. Does anyone here do Mind Library, Mind Palace, whatever stuff? I've never had luck with that kind of, method. I have too much aphantasia to make that work, I feel like. But, I don't know, maybe someone should try. I write them over and over again until the pages are filled with the legible scribbles. Frey peeks over my shoulder like nothing's wrong. Yo, Frey back. Doing someone's homework again, Miss Wiltshire. You do know that it's not your obligation to do it, don't you? Yeah, it's like a memorization technique, kind of. Or at least the palace is. I don't know if the mind library also is, or if that's just this staying consistent with the stuff from the main games. But it's kind of like a technique where like you visualize like a 3D space where you can like physically store memories and then you can like recall them more easily if you like reinforce that. It's pretty interesting, but I have trouble imagining shit in my mind, so it's not a very good fit for me. Oh, it's Charlotte time. Oh, that's right, this was interlude, right? It's for a friend. Ah, so that's why you couldn't turn them down. Because they said you're friends? Was it so wrong to believe them, Frey? No, of course not. Miss Wiltshire is a very earnest girl, after all. Too gullible for her own good. Actually, sorry, pulling back a second. Was Mind Library or Mind Palace a thing in Sona? I know they had the palaces thing, but like, was that like the same concept, or was that just something that they used the name of? Like, how much of it is like make it up, and how much of it is like referencing real like psychological ideas is something that went over my head a little bit last time I played Persona. You see, what your so-called friend used was a keyword, a password. That doesn't mean anything. You heard it and immediately thought of the meaning you had for it. You may have thought the other person meant, I want to help and understand you, but in reality they meant, I want to use you for my own good. Not own good, own needs. Sure, they could have been honest with you, but would you be doing this for them if you knew the truth? Blah. I feel like I've fallen for that one. Right? But that doesn't make them evil, per se. If they were the main character, I'm sure the viewers would understand their way of thinking. Yeah, I figure it's probably the same thing. Labor's just what it was in Charlotte. Ray runs his finger over a messed up sentence and stops at the period mark. The true evil lies in muddled words, Miss Wiltshire. Remember that. I absent-mindedly look at the ruined workbook. Still, if I don't do as they say, I'll be left all alone. This is all I'm good for, anyway. Frey leans his head on mine, but I have no strength left to shove him away. You know that's not true, Miss Wiltshire. Your forehead touchies. You just want someone to make you feel better about yourself, even if it's someone you despise. But don't worry, I know all the words you want to hear. You may feel like you're never doing good enough, but in reality, you're always doing your best, aren't you? Fuck. Oh my god, they're hitting me too much with being relatable. Stop calling me out. Also, I love Frey's 4 eyes. So fun. During the first year of high school, we go on a school trip. I don't have anyone to make promises about sitting together with, so right now I'm left with 3 choices. sitting with the teacher, sitting with one of the class bullies, torching Mr. Fennel, who happens to have a seat open near him. I decide that the latter is the lesser evil. Yeah, between those, yeah. Mind if I sit here? Not at all. Thanks. Oh, now that I think of it, it's the front seat. I shouldn't be taking it. You can just change with someone if they get carsick. I, for one, can't sit in the back. I always get dizzy. Sucks to be you. Vincent laughs dryly. His laughter doesn't reach his eyes. Crap. I just messed up my second informal conversation with him. It's a fun way to phrase that. By the time I gather myself again, Vincent's long since asleep. Nappies, aw, that's cute. His head is bumping against the bus window in small intervals. I bring out my MP3 player, but minutes later, everyone decides to watch an action movie. The loud sound doesn't seem to bother Vincent, who's sleeping with earplugs. I should have brought some, too. Always bring earplugs. Never know when heckin' other people are just too loud and heckin' destroy your eardrums. In the end, I settle. Oh, just. Sorry, accidentally swallowing saliva for some reason. Ow. In the end, I settle on watching the movie and lose track of time. By the time we arrive at the hotel, it's past midnight. Some sparse-ass looking hotel. At least by what I've been used to. 4 bunks in one room. I get a room with 3 guys who don't mind me ditching them during the night. Success. I best still get drunk and wait. Drunk in a high school trip. I best still get drunk and play cards in someone else's room until sunrise. And at worst, one of them brought drugs. Maybe both. I guess if they're just smuggling it in, sure. We get up the stairs and unlock our room. It has a bed and a shower, so it's perfect. My classmates leave the room as soon as they finish unpacking. As expected, they don't bother inviting me anywhere. Glad they know I hate having fun. I spend half of the night sketching ideas for comics I might draw someday. All of them feel like I've seen them before. In the morning, I emit the light of freshness. I love these word choices. They're so fun. I like being up early. Cannot relate to that at all. The hotel dining room is dead silent, like a cemetery. Out of my classmates, only some girls and Vincent are present. I decide to drop into the seat near him. Morning. Good morning. I didn't see you last night. Need all the sleeves. Oh my gosh. Sorrow! Thank you for raid. What the heck? Oh, raid message. Hold on, how do I shout out? Can I remember how to do this? Shout out. Sorrow. Oh, how is Pikmin's? Yeah, Kirby. I just noticed the Kirby noise played over my monitor speakers instead of the my headphones. So I don't know if it picked up twice on the mic or something. Sorry. But yeah, Kirby. Actually, speaking of, sorry, tangent a second. I want to do all original stream assets. I'm stealing Kirby assets until I can figure out how to make sound effects. It bugs me a little, but I love Kirby. Yeah, sunrise is EP time, exactly. You're doing very good. That's awesome. Glad to hear that. Yeah, I think I had it set because I was watching your stream and then I took a nap before I started streaming and I had it on monitor so I could like hear it from bed. And then I think I opened some of my programs before switching it. It sounded like it came from my phone. Oh, that's funny. And actually, here, let me just restart Demicord just a second, see if it'll switch device if I do that. Anyway, hello readers. I do games that are fun or depressing, and I do arts and stuff. We're doing DLC for Hello Charlotte. Awesome game. Hard to explain what the heck's going on right now, but feel free to enjoy what's going on. Okay. Good morning. I didn't see you last night. Was getting my beauty sleep. Did you party with everyone? Of course. I did not take Vincent for partying. Have to admit, I have a hard time imagining you drinking. Right? Why, I have a high alcohol tolerance. Unlike many. Don't remind me. I woke up to sounds of someone puking in the toilet next door. Oh, no. That's terrible. I don't remember if this came up in Hello Charlotte earlier or not, but like Charles being in the metaphobe would totally make sense. Unpleasant, isn't it? My face says it all. Still, the image of Vincent drowning. Oh my god, sorry. Downing alcohol like a glass of juice seems really funny to me, so I can't help but laugh out loud. Vincent gives me a questioning look, so I quickly try to change the topic before he asks anything. When I drink, I just become sleepy. Oh, a metaphobe. Let me spell that just for everyone here. A metaphobe. That means afraid of vomit or vomiting. I have that real bad. I go into panic attacks if my gut even just gets nauseous. It sucks. Boring, right? Also, that's where the term emetic comes from, which is something you take to cause you to throw up, like such as you done ate poison and you need to get it out. Oh no. Yeah, it sucks. Is that so? I thought you'd be the type to like a lot. To talk a lot. I can't read. Nah, if anything, I shut up for good. Yeah, oh my gosh. It's really rough because I have a whole bunch of gut problems. I've got IBS, I've got reflux, so I get nauseous constantly. So when it gets bad, then I get panic attacks a lot. It's fun. Yay, health. Then fall asleep. I think I'm the type of people. I think I'm the type people would call an ambulance for because they drunkenly think I died of lethal ethanol intake. You sound like you speak from experience. Well, thanks for headpants. The trip itself is nothing special. Art museums never interested me much. During one of the excursions, Henrietta gets lost, and I volunteer to look for her. Art museums are fun. Thankfully, I spot her at the statue near the museum with a dead phone, like outside. Henrietta doesn't let go of my shirt until we get back to the group. Aw, cute. The night at the hotel on our way back doesn't go as smoothly as the first one. This time, I have to share a room with a guy who doesn't mind other people seeing him make out with his girlfriend right in the room. Oh. Yeah, that's awkward. I do, so I grab my jacket and make my escape. It's already past curfew. Probably not the best idea to spend the night on the hotel stairs, but whatever. Just as I start to doze off, someone shakes my shoulder. Over. Tyler. You'll catch a cold if you sleep here. It's Vincent. Ah, thanks. I didn't mean to fall asleep. Why are you out at this hour? I just want to get some fresh air. I do enjoy night walks. We're not allowed to leave the rooms at night, you know? Then may I ask why you're here? Yo, busted. I guess I'm not a fan of voyeurism. No, that sounded bad. Forget it. Okay. I'm guessing there are problems with your roommate. Yeah, that's a pleasant way to put it. I could use less pretty words, but it'd leave a bad taste in my mouth. Vincent looks at the night sky. It's nice here. So quiet. I don't have to wake up to shouting. Oh geez. I don't know what to say to that, so I just pick at my skin. What do you say to that? Sorry, I said too much. No, that's fine. Pitiful. Awful. None of those seem to fit. I'm not someone who should comment. We wait in silence for some time. That being said, do you plan to return to your room? Nah, I'll wait it out a bit more. I see. Well, good night then. Night. Thanks for keeping me company. It's my pleasure. Half an hour later, I return to my room, only to find my classmates sleeping soundly. This asshole. I fell asleep thinking that it would be nice to go somewhere with my class again. Passwords. Oh, message from Vincent. Would you mind joining me for lunch? Sure, just gonna grab something to eat. Is it the usual place? Yes. I'll be going ahead then. Vincent likes to eat outside. It's more quiet here, he says. After the class trip, we've started hanging out more often. Sometimes he invites me for lunch, like today. Don't you think the education system is flawed? Vincent brings a hand to his chin, thoughtful. Oh, they're both doing the pose. Twinsies. Depends on what you define as a flaw. If the main objective of education is discipline, then it is essential to have a hierarchy. I'm rather thinking about the things we learn. Take today's test, for example. Do you actually know what the entropy of isolated systems never decreases means? Can you explain that? No, not really. I just learned the material needed to answer the questions. That's how I got through school. See? You only learned the answer the teacher wanted you to see. Not only will you forget this knowledge, you'll have no clue what you were writing about. We're only learning keywords that we don't know the meaning of, and don't gain any practical knowledge. Okay, I understand where you're coming from. You space out for 2 minutes and you don't know what's going on. That's fair. So, we just got back from the class trip. Now Vincent and Charles are like buddies and they are like hanging out. Whoa. Big change from earlier. Okay, I understand where you're coming from. If you can't find use for theoretical knowledge, then it's meaningless, right? However, I wouldn't use this statement as an excuse to slack off, or accuse people of using bad teaching methods for that matter. Right. I just wanted you to hear me out on this. If given the opportunity, I'd like to change something myself. It'd be ridiculous to tell others how to do their work. I'm relieved you understand. I think it's not just the education system that uses keywords, though. Words that carry no meaning litter our speech in everyday life. Real. I mean, I want to particularly nitpick this on English. Half the words in any sentence don't really add anything to it. English is so fluffy. Then mass media is just entirely made out of them. Real. It's just template phrases that are guaranteed to cause a reaction. I'm just noticing Charles's hands. I know he cleans them excessively and picks at them. I didn't see that detail until just now. While the hidden objective may be entirely different. Yeah, like articles bashing local art exhibitions are actually written to promote them. Oh, crap, I think the break will end soon. You still haven't finished your food. Don't worry about me. We hurriedly finish our modest lunch and run to class. Oh no, puberty. Heck, puberty. The older we get, the more disturbed and obnoxious everyone becomes. They're trying to connect clumsily, erratically. It's getting laney. A little bit, yeah. I think that's like not a bad comparison to how Hello Charlotte's been. Which I understand it to some degree, but I've always been fine in my own company. Wait, did I read the previous line? Yeah, we ate the lunch. Sorry, I was brain. Also, Vincent's, but he can be tiring too. Sometimes he starts ranting on subjects I don't understand, which gets tedious. Like hell do I give a damn about politics. Right. Brain hard. Well, brain difficult. If your brain's hard, that might be a problem. It should be very squishy. Go back to your containment board, for God's sake. Henrietta isn't a saint either. Am I actually masochistic for enjoying being badmouthed by her? At least she has the same horrible taste in anime. You know? Kudos on admitting if you like shitty anime. Nothing wrong with that. And something to bond over. Woo. If mushy, I would suggest gelatin. Give it that, like, jiggle. Jiggle sounds good for brain. Miss Warhol, you absolutely have to consult me on dating sims. We could make a fortune off this. Fuck off, Eiler. It won't sell. Here, at least. And don't talk so loudly. The other girls will hear. It's your fault for trying to seem something you're not. So how about it? You and me? A doujin circle? No, I've never written a finished story in my life. Just copy the popular tropes. Everyone only wants things they're used to. Blah. True. I don't know. It could be cool to find out how the gelatin affects brain. Jiggle jiggle. Lemon flavor brain. That's probably a lot tastier than regular brain flavor. What does... No, I'm finishing the sentence. What does brain taste like? It's not meaty like muscles, right? So it's not going to taste like meat. It's not... Is it fatty? It's like... It's not really fatty either, right? It's like something else. It probably just doesn't have much of a taste for, like, honestly, but I don't think I could try it. The idea is too weird. Not even getting to the whole prion whatever thing, right? Just go away, Eiler. You're a bother. Go pester someone else. Talking to Miss Warhol always lifts up my mood. Haven't had the brain. Well, if you do, let us know. And if you don't, that's fine too. Have you heard of Heaven's Gate? Yo, DLC name drop. They're an organization that preaches that our world is controlled by alien puppeteers from another world. Oh. That's how they're twisting it. Okay. I mean, this has been very alternate whatever universe, like, from the main game already, but like, we're seeing that some of the concepts are coming back in a different way now. Cult reference. Oh, are prions only brains, human brains? Interesting. Fucked up, right? I say to both conversations. Does that mean that their world is more real than ours? What even is real these days? You think we could be saved if we refuse to be actors on this stage? Maybe we should leave together. Leave all together, sorry. A message from Charles. What's up with the emergence of the web cults lately? You mean Heaven's Gate? Okay, having Vincent get into this though, yeah, that's still on brand. Real AF. Oh, is that how that works? House. Actually, I helped copyright the contents for the site. Oh. Okay, yeah, so he's deep. We already lost Vincent. What? Really? Of course. Any kind of content has curators. This one was meant as a prank, though. You don't actually believe that we're puppets on strings, do you? It's weird having Vincent say that. Doesn't believe it though. After the main game. The text you wrote was awfully convincing, though. I'm honored. Why Heaven's Gate, though? We wanted it to seem big, despite it being a prank. Oh. Doesn't it sound like something promising? Yeah, sounds pretentious as fuck. It doesn't mean anything, really. Just like Heavenly Kingdom doesn't exist. What have they done with my Vincent? Vincent would never say this. So an empty promise of virtue, huh? Still, isn't it, kind of dangerous? People might believe you guys for real. That would be silly, don't you think? Ooh, more interlude. We're back to Charlotte now? We're back to Charlotte time. Oh, jeez. Mr. Honecker. You think I'd act more rational if I killed my remaining emotions? I don't believe we could be rational without feelings. Patients with prefrontal cortex brain damage cannot experience emotions. To them, any decision seems as good as the other. For example, when I think of killing someone I care about, I'm overwhelmed with horror. It goes without saying that I'd never do it on a whim. Thus, feelings are essential for rational thinking. Soap inhibits the prefrontal cortex functionality as a side effect, right? I've been saying it all the time, but consuming it isn't doing you any good. Oh, sorry, my throat just someone got really hecked up by that. For those new here, some of the characters take soap as a drug pretty much in this. This cow mad tasty. I've been saying it all the time, but consuming it isn't doing you any good. and you'll lose the ability to distinguish the weight of one decision from another. And that means killing me and eating cookies for breakfast will be morally equal to you. My point is, killing your emotions will only worsen your overall mental state. Yeah, soap. Yummy soap. It's okay to care, Bennett. Bennett croaks out a laugh. Oh, interlude over. Yeah, some of the characters just down it to drown out their trauma. Vincent peeks over my shoulder, startling me with his voice. Are you writing something? This barely counts as writing. As writing. Yeah, I'm not sure how much you have to consume, but it sounded like they were consuming a lot of soap. Fennel steps over the bench, now facing me directly. Are you dissatisfied with what you're making? No, not exactly. Not more than usual. It's just, I don't know how to communicate my thoughts to others. Despite the bar, yeah. The whole plot looks too contrived. I'd stop reading after the first page. Do you think your readers are stupid? No. If anything, it's my own fault that I'm a clumsy writer, not theirs. Then, do you not trust them? I don't. I mean, I really want to. But I'd be lying if I said I did. I see. You can't bring it around no matter what. Why not prove that you yourself can be trusted? Vincent leans closer into my personal space, making me recoil a bit. Oh, so that you've done your research. That you're knowledgeable about the subjects you're handling. That you're involved as much as your reader is. That you're prepared to bare your mind and soul. His presence suddenly overbearing, Vincent looms over me. My breathing hitches. I feel small. Wouldn't I be making a fool out of myself if I admit my weaknesses? Yes, it'll make you vulnerable. It'll leave you in the open. Naked in public. Guts out. Cop a feel. Whoa. For $1.99 only. Thrilling, right? Yet still, you'll be the one in control. Just 1 second. Still also getting over being sick earlier this week a little. Okay, because it was your conscious decision to reveal the information, and you hold power over it. Oh. I mean, I literally just drank. But I'll get up and stretch for a second. Sure. Blah. Blah. Oh. Got some good back cracks out of that. Okay. Thank you. Oop. With those words, Vincent leaves me my personal bubble and drops on a bench beside me. Having nothing to hide puts you at both an advantage and disadvantage, but my opinion is that it's worth it. I suppose that's one way to go about it. If it were me, I'd rather have the work exist separately from its author. If anything, I'd prefer working as anonymously as possible. Yes, I'm not saying my approach would work for each and every person. You should choose what suits you best. But most importantly, don't underestimate your readers. Make them feel like your story is the best thing they'll ever experience. Make them feel like they can only feel that way with you. And there you have it. A story you can be proud of. Oh, I just noticed ads are going. Let's wait a minute. Stupid ads. Looks like that's over, sorry. The way you put it sounds like selling your mind to others. Huh, does it? I call it sharing. Besides, being insecure in your work will result in flavorless throwaway texts. Do you want to write disposable garbage like that? Mr. Fennel, you're intense. That's a lot of knowledge for someone as young as you, Mr. Fennel. I'm just saying what I've learned from more experienced writers. And I suppose I'm really passionate about writing. Oh, I didn't know. Is he writing something too? Well, we already know he wrote that website thing. Like, come on. Put two and two together, Charles. You just looked like you needed advice. Were the words I chose enough? Yeah, thanks. I owe you one. Oh, cute. Actually, would you like to read what I've written so far? I think I could use some feedback. Sure. Don't expect mercy. Bring it on. I'll fetch my notebook next week, then. There's a lot written, so you can take your time with it. Our conversation is cut off by the ringing school bell. Ding ding. During our final high school year, Vincent joins the student council and invites me to do the same. Didn't you mention that you wanted to influence school life, if possible? I believe it's a good opportunity to do so. And I think it's not about good ideas, but rather the ability to convince others. True. Which is something you have. And right now, I'm using it to convince you to try it. Yo! Heckin' Uno reversed us, damn. High school of some vague age right now, yeah. So the alcohol and drug use earlier was definitely, underage use. So persistent. Okay, fine, I'll tag along. Success! You'll definitely regret it. Cute. Wait, that's the opposite of words of encouragement. It's past 6 p.m. We're one of the last students leaving school. I stretch and allow myself to let out a prolonged yawn. Today's meeting was so tiring. I need a no people day soon. I can understand that. Says Vincent, who talked during the whole meeting. How do you even have energy for all that arguing? I just enjoy good discussion. More like uncivilized discourse. So snooty, Charles. Chill. Everyone was basically trying to shout louder than the others. I mean, fair assessment, but like, come on, chill. Thrilling, isn't it? I can't believe you. I'm joking. It was indeed a bit tiring. I'm not a big fan of the noise. However, I don't feel like going home just yet. Well, the weather's not bad. I was planning to invite you for a walk anyway. Alright. Should we walk in silence for a while? Good plan. I let my vision lose focus and feel the world around me slow down. We part ways after an hour of strolling around the park. Yay, park walkies! Feeling re-energized, I spend the whole evening leisurely studying subjects ahead of the program. Nerd! Social media. We're waiting for the next class to start. Henrietta sits near me on the windowsill, dozing off with a chem textbook in her hands. I'm so tired of social media. Real. Everyone's talking so much, but no one's talking about things that really matter. And I feel bad for contributing. Oh, stretchies. Henrietta yawns and stretches, then pinches my nose. What do you think people should be talking about then, genius? And who are you to decide what matters and what doesn't? Shut it. I know. I'm just saying how I feel. And I feel tired. Your judgments are useless, then. It's like wanting a teenage melodrama to have a deeper meaning. Want something profound? Read a book. Or go talk to Fennel. He's like a combination of a therapist and a saint, so no wonder you love that. Way to trivialize him. He's like a god. A human. You're just biased because he validates you. Okay, good point. Still, I don't get it. What's so good about him? Aren't you singing him praises just because he's polite? Just because he has the human decency to make effort to be kind to others. I'll hydrate more. What? He's hardworking, reliable, and after talking to him, I always feel like I've ascended to some new level of human consciousness. little pretentious of Charles, but okay. Also, he appreciates the concept of personal space, unlike some. Charles, we just got done seeing him violate your personal space. I see where your priorities lie. Are you done yet? Now you're just being jealous. Go fuck yourself, Eiler. See? No human decency. Vincent would be like, would you kindly back off? Would you kindly fuck off? That's the same thing. Might as well be. I wonder if he's ever gotten angry at someone. He just has high self-control. I lost mine somewhere along the way when I tried to prove I'm not a doormat for others to step on. Blah. Yeah. So she's conscious about her attitude, after all. Mean Henri is the best Henri. Actually, any Henri is great. I can't exactly tell you not to worry about it, though. But I like you the way you are. Okay. Well, cute. Vincent comes over to do a research project for school. I welcome him into my room with rubber gloves still on my hands. The gloves. Eiler, you look proud of yourself. Of course. They sound real like her. I'm just good, girl. Cleaning, done. Clothes, ironed. I can focus on schoolwork in peace. Good. You seem to be especially scrupulous when it comes to organizing. I just can't seem to focus when there's something out of place. I end up thinking about a single sheet of paper lying around unsorted instead of doing something useful. Oh, but that's not the worst of it. It must be tough. My workspace isn't very organized in comparison, although I don't have many personal possessions. I don't like stuff piling up. That too, and perhaps I'm not very sentimental. I briefly wonder if that's really the only reason, but decide not to press on. Let's change the topic. That being said, remember when we were all about collecting stickers and stuff? Yeah, everyone was crazy about trading. I still have my collection. I can't bring myself to throw away my cat toys, too. It's kind of embarrassing. Kitties. Why? You must have loved them a lot. Having things you love doesn't make you seem infantile. Well, yeah, when you put it like that. What about you? Didn't you have your favorite stuff? No. I only bought popular things regardless of whether I liked them or not. Oh, I see. And then threw them away as soon as they became useless. At this moment, Vincent's gaze seemed empty. His face didn't convey any particular emotion, even though he was smiling, which felt horribly out of place. For a second, it felt like we weren't talking about bootleg Digimon stickers, but something else entirely. Well, yeah, I see. You must have no interest in material possessions. That's admirable. Oh no, is this already leading? Is this already leading somewhere? Vincent pauses for a bit, then answers. Yeah, that must be it. His words sound hollow. Oh no, it is. Oh no. Uncertainty. The sun is about to rise. Henry's fallen asleep on a beanbag with a joystick in his hands. Henry comes to hang out on weekends. Sometimes she brings her brother, whom she begrudgingly babysitting. Right, the brother. I'm brain. I was like, wait, who's Henry? We play video games and eat snacks. When Henry's not in his school environment, she's far less stressed out. Even her voice sounds lower than usual. Crap, your brother's good at rhythm games. Yeah, use him as you like if you need to score full combos. Good outfit. That's all he's good for anyway. Aren't you being a little harsh? He deserves it for being a lazy ass. Have you seen his grades? It's like he made it a goal for himself to become the worst student of the year. So cute. Maybe his mind just works differently from the rest. Yeah, that too. But for the most part, he just wants to play MMOs all day. Oh, head pats. Hello. Head pat time. Head pats for you. Head pat pat. Thanks for coming to the stream, by the way. I don't think I said that earlier. Yeah. I want to help him, but I also want a break from all this shit. I'm tired of working at part-time jobs to help parents sustain his lifestyle. Do you know how much console games cost? Oh, thank you. Add that to a monthly MMO subscription, gacha pulls, and merchandise, and you'll get my monthly salary. Oof. Your parents don't have to buy all of that, you know. Henry says they motivate him, so if they don't, he just refuses to leave the room. Yeah, wow. It's a little much. I mean, relatable. I need my vices, but like, that's a little much. Henri looks at the ceiling, contemplating something. Tyler, I was thinking. Yes? Aren't we actually dating? What? Henri starts counting on her fingers. Look, it's the 5th time I'm staying over. You take me out for nice food, you carry my bags when I'm shopping, you even look after my brother when I'm busy. Aren't all those things just things a decent person would do, Miss Warhol? Oh no, misunderstanding. Oh no. I fail to see your point. Aren't you the one who's always like, I wish someone would call me princess and take me on cute dates. We'd buy matching clothes and cuddle on the sofa. Henri nudges me with her elbow, violently. Yeah, you're far from that. Please don't use that squeaky voice to imitate me ever again. Still, what should we call this? Does it need a specific term? If you're talking about becoming each other's possession, then I'm against it. No one ever belongs to anyone. Yet for some reason, everyone thinks a meaningless string of letters can bind them to people. People to them. Can't read. Isn't it normal to want something you can call your own? It rubs me the wrong way. That would mean treating others as commodities, which in turn contributes to a mindset intrinsic to a capitalist society. Yay, fuck capitalism. You just had to bring your pointless philosophy into it. Just say it in normal people words. Sorry. I just don't know yet. Binary science. Well, me neither. Hold on, let me try something. Omni leans in and kisses me. Whoa! She went for it! Whoa! Based. Go girl. So, how was it? It was supposed to be this amazingly good thing that every story leads up to. But it didn't really feel like anything out of the ordinary. What if it was... with someone else? I think it'd be the same. You know I'm not too comfortable with physical stuff. Is there something wrong with me, after all? Want me to hit you? Aren't you the one who keeps going on tirades about everyone experiencing life differently? Just because I don't understand doesn't mean it's your fault. Sorry, I just feel like I'm constantly letting people down. Find a downer like you, jeez. Stop worrying about it. Just look at Fennel being comfortable in his own company. Vincent's always surrounded by people, though. He only started isolating himself just recently. I've only talked to him a few times. It felt like he wasn't even there. He's not really listening to what you say. So, my conclusion is that he's full of shit. But at least he's content with it. Maybe he was just bored around you. Maybe. But he's like that around literally everyone. And you kind of suck at reading people. I bet Fennel's the kind of person who would populate a planet with clones of himself and be happy with it. Yeah, probably. Where did that come from? If I cloned myself, or had my personality divided into parts, it'd end in a mass suicide. Now you're being weird. Anyway. Relatable. I think a society of clones of myself would not get along. I guess it's stupid to try to mold you into something you're not. Even if you do everything a romantic partner would, it's pointless if you're not feeling it. I'm sorry. There you go again. Should be a thank you, shouldn't it? You're right. Thank you, Henri. I wake up with a headache and stumble into the bathroom to brush my teeth. I look into the mirror and notice that I only blink with one eye. Weird. Is that a stroke symptom? But whatever. School proceeds as normal until I start feeling extremely fatigued during the 5th period. Something's not right. I end up calling Mom. She always knows what to do. It seems like your son has Bell's palsy. Okay, something else. It might take around a month to recover. I haven't heard of this one, actually. Great. Out of all the rare illnesses, my body decided to get this one. Missing a month of school before exams sounds like the worst case scenario. Yo, been there. Actually, I missed like almost like 2 months before senior exams. That was fun. Moldy. Moldy. It's just half of my face staying unresponsive, yet my whole body feels numb. Ah, I see. I can barely focus on the phone screen as I type a message back to Henri, who was curious enough to investigate my sudden disappearance from class. One message. You okay? Got hospitalized with face paralysis. The fuck is that? The fuck is that indeed? Yeah! When my eyes can't blink and my mouth is stuck in a convoluted, convoluted grimace. Convoluted? Hold on. Convoluted. Having numerous overlapping coils or faults. Intricate, complicated. Yay, more new words. Thank God no one will come to visit. I close my eyes, one manually, and hope that the numbness will go away in the morning. It doesn't. Hospital food is tasteless. It doesn't really matter, since I'm going to be discharged today. No one stays at hospitals for more than 2 days unless you're fatally injured. Mother asked her acquaintances to give me a ride home. They can't heckin' afford it. What followed were 2 weeks of pills and 24 hours sleep, and 2 more weeks of staring at the ceiling because my mind couldn't focus on anything else. Henrietta came to visit you while you were sleeping. She brought some printouts from school. Bless her. Among the stuff Henri brought, I find a notebook with Vincent's name on it. I hope you find these notes useful. Get well soon, said the note inside. I'm mortified. I ended up being a burden to them both. I try to shake the feeling off and be sincerely grateful, but end up being choked by guilt. No, just accept the help, bruh. I have to catch up, become better, more capable. If I'm not ahead of others, then my self-worth is no better than 0. No, I don't have to do it that way. I need to thank people who care about me soon. When I finally became able to come outside after what felt like forever, dandelions were in full bloom. I think come should go here. Words. Vincent has his nose buried into a notebook lately. He's definitely writing something, but I never pry. Oh, he's got... I think there are 2 ways to go about writing. Be the one in power, or to give power to your readers. You can write a piece so flawless and complete that your awestruck reader will be rendered speechless. Or create a flawed, seemingly incomplete work, prompting the reader to contribute with better ideas. Which would you prefer? Playing God or making a fool out of myself? Tough choice indeed. So? The latter sounds like less pressure, so I'd take that one. That way, every reader can become a co-creator, even if they get laughs at my expense. I see. Besides, if something's considered ideal, you can only make copies of it without creating anything new. That doesn't sound too creative to me. More importantly, what would be your choice? Me? Well, what do you think? I think you want to leave it a rhetorical question. How are your grades coming along, by the way? Well, looks like I'll be one of the few people invited to the awards ceremony. Wow, you're amazing. I didn't really have a choice. You think you'll be able to graduate with honors? Nah, I totally blew my chem and math grades. Took me a bit of time to come to terms with the fact that I'm not that smart. Wish I didn't grow up thinking that doing well in academics would guarantee me a secure future, though. Or anything, really. Yeah, not really. Right now, I just want to sleep my life away. By the way, how's your mother feeling? She's okay, surprisingly enough. I'm doing my best to help her, too. Even if it means working in retail. I'm sure of it. She used to be far more violent before. Never laid a hand on me, though. Well, that's good. It was always something else. Oh. I spoke too soon. Utensils, clothes, books. The only thing I regret is that as a kid, I tried to make her less aggressive by saying I'll kill myself. Yeah, that's not gonna work. That was extremely selfish of me. You were a child. You didn't know any better. Still, it's so weird. Out of all solutions, my 4-year-old mind always jumped to suicide. Shouldn't be jumping to that at 4 years old. No. But Vincent touches the bruise on his cheek only somewhat consciously. I guess I just wanted to guilt trip her into caring. I see, so that idea isn't foreign to you, too. What do you mean? It's nothing. Don't worry. Sounds fishy. But as long as you don't want to talk about it, I'll bug off. Thank you. Oh my gosh, what the heck? 5 anonymous gift subs. Oh my gosh, thank you, whoever sent those. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. I was not expecting subscriptions. Woo! Yeah. Oh my gosh. And I have no one specific to thank. Thank you. That's awesome. And normal Twitch behavior. I don't think any of those people are here. That's okay though. Thank you. I would hate being pitied. Is it? Maybe I shouldn't have come without a warning. But it's Charles, so he won't mind all that much. I'll just return this book and go home anyway. It's open. Geez, when will they fix the lock? It's already been a month since it's been like this. This place is already a hellhole. Wouldn't it hurt them to put more effort into making it a little bit safer? The elevator's taking too long. Someone just come in. Oh no! Oh no, oh no! Keep quiet and no one will get hurt. You bitch, stop screaming. Somebody help! I hear someone opening the door, floors above, and a dog barking. That buttons. He ran away. I can't stay here. Blood. Blood? What's going on? Ring. Ring. Who could it be? Maybe I should pretend we're not home. No, Charles, don't do that. No. No. Henri. Henri. There's a trail of blood behind her. It keeps dripping, staining the floor. What? Oh my god. Oh my god, no, what the fuck? What happened? Shit. Okay, don't talk. Mom, call the ambulance. Henri, I'll help you lie down, okay? The blood will get everywhere. Don't worry about it. It's going to be alright. If her lung isn't punctured, that is. Here. Sorry for the makeshift scarf pillow. You'll get a real one in a bit. I'll try to stop the bleeding for now. But, I only have theoretical knowledge about it. Forgive me if it hurts. Mom will Google the right way to do it, so trust us. Henri stays quiet. She must be in shock. I help her take off her shirt and look at the wound, trying not to focus on the blood oozing out. It's most definitely a knife wound. Okay, this should do it. I throw the blood-stained shirt into cold water and let out a sigh. The ambulance arrives quickly. Henri, no. I follow her to the hospital, hoping that it's nothing serious. When I see Henri again, she has the same absent-minded look on her face. What did they say? No internal organ damage. Oh, thank goodness. But it's going to leave a scar. That's good. It sucks. Why do things like this happen? Can't everyone live in peace? Can't sit here up. Why must I be cautious of every person I see on the street? Why must I be scared of walking alone? I'm scared too. Family. I've just not had one. It's stinging me. Ever since we moved into that place, I've been paranoid of every sound. We got rid of the cockroaches, but the neighbors stayed. I'm gonna get you some pepper spray. I have some in my bag. I hate it. The very fact that you speak of these things like they're nothing out of the ordinary. But they are ordinary. My mom got stalked by some psycho for over a year. I got smacked with a broken bottle on the street some time ago. Our neighbor's dog got mauled by a pack of strays. Life's full of misfortunes like that. Fuck that. It's unfair. It is. But there's nothing we can do about it, can we? You're always like this. Ignoring the problem instead of doing something about it. Stretching hydrated again already. Oh, I'm out of tea, so we're actually gonna I'm just gonna step away for a second and like make tea while I stretch. Right back. Just 2 minutes. Talking to my dad. Got teeth. Yay! Okay. Time. Sip, sip, sip. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Let's take the thing off the screen. Oh, actually, tiny tangent, quick, while you're rescreen, right? So the BRB screen animation I'm working on, I did make a bunch of progress on this week. I was going to stream it, and that didn't happen because sick and stress and stuff. Let me just quick, like 2 seconds to show what I did though, just because I'm really proud of it and it's awesome. Let me yes. Oh, okay. Yeah. Check this out. Oh, coffee pour. Yo, check this out. Isn't this good? I'm so happy with how it turned out. So this is one of 4 animations for the BRB screen, and then I'll have them all play in order and then loop if needed, right? It came out so good. So happy with it. And I'm like, I love the how I got the eye effect to come out. I've always imagined Stella's eyes this way, and I wanted to do this effect on the PNG tuber. You know, like the liquid pour physics came out really good. It's like, yay! Then I said to share that. So once I get the animation finished, we'll have that instead of the little text on screen. So that'll be nice. Woo! Okay, back to game. Yay! I had to share it. I'm excited about the progress I made. Been doing that all week. Okay, where were we? What was the last thing we said actually? Oh yeah. Dubai, it's unfair. Yep. Ignoring the problem instead of doing something about it. Miss Warhol. What? What's up with the sudden familiarity? Oh wait, I forgot to actually hydrate. I made tea, but I didn't have tea to drink and it's still hot. I got water. Water. Okay. I didn't get to ask, but what exactly happened back then? I don't get it myself. Everything happened so quickly. He told me to stay quiet, but I screamed my lungs out anyway. Maybe he just wanted my purse. Maybe something else. I don't know. I just wanted to return the book. Henri turns over and cries into the pillow. Henri. Interludes time. Yo. They implied it, but we have not seen how extensive Bennett's eye sickness was. Wow. Whole body, oof. Okay, examination over. I'm going to disinfect the equipment. You can get dressed. Thanks, Mr. Honecker. So, how is it? I don't think these bruises will ever heal. Unless we skin you and replace the tissue completely. Yeah, I don't think you want it. Even though you're emotionally dead, unless medicated, it's going to hurt like hell. Can't laugh about that. But to smile, I can always give you one. See? Just like I was taught in the labs. Stop it. That's not funny. Weird, Mr. Honecker. I'm so desensitized to cruelty and violence that I no longer feel saddened or shocked by them. I don't think I'm capable of crying either, or feeling anything, really. Everything is just mundane. Well, humans are an adaptive species. All you see every day is atrocities. Can't help but get used to them. Yeah, I guess you're right. Figured I said anything. I hate being sober that much. When I am, I start having thoughts. I'd rather not think, Mr. Honecker. That should be your thing to do. Good night. Oh, curse you. Hey, you sneezing in the room. Well, he's right. It's really not something I should concern myself with. I have to focus on my research while I still have the time. CT scan. I recognize. Oh, the chapter's called Love. Oh, where's it going? We're strolling in the park after school again. The weather isn't particularly good, but I have an umbrella with me. No, rain is the best weather. Vincent doesn't mind the rain, but I do, so I follow him like the butler of a rich household. His throat is bandaged. Oh, Vincent doesn't bring it up, and I don't ask. We stop at a small bridge. Oh, there's something I've been meaning to tell you for a while. No way. Is it a love confession, Mr. Fennel? Almost. Oh, I've been writing a novel, damn it. Oh, what's it called? Ether Almanac. Sounds fancy. I'm still in the process of writing it, and frankly, there's a lot to do, but I have published some chapters already. If you're willing to give it a read, I'll be happy to share it. Of course. I mean, you can't write badly. It's interesting in this alternate universe that Vincent saw Charles's writing first, but in the main Charlotte universe, it was the other way. Thank you for your trust. It's a collection of short stories centered around one divine being. It needs a lot of improvement, and I don't expect my target demographic to be older than myself. Still, it's a work I love dearly. It's the first time I've heard him use love in regard to something. I should read it soon, I thought, yet ended up postponing it until the very last minute. One's writing is the mirror of one's soul. I was afraid of my imaginary construct of Vincent shattering upon looking into it. Oh, the almanac control. We get to see a closer look into Vincent's actual writing here. In the land of eternity, they left a scientist. Exiled from her homeland for heresy against their beliefs, she decided to travel around the world to see all its wonders. She saw civilizations rise and fall, stars explode, and new forms of life come into existence. After thousands of years of wandering, she began to grow weak in her limbs. She walked and walked until she stumbled and fell down to the ground. There she lay for days, unable to get up on her own. People passed by. Some asked if she was feeling unwell. Some pitied her and gave her food to eat. Some gave advice on how to get back to her feet. But nobody extended a hand. One day, she felt someone lift up her weakened frame. She looked up and saw a being she couldn't quite describe, as its form was constantly changing. It was the most fascinating sight she'd ever seen. "What are you?" the scientist asked. "I cannot be defined by mere words," it laughed, amused by her question. "Some call me White Queen, but that was only one of many masks. I am neither a man or a woman, for I am not human. They say meeting me is a great blessing that happens once in many millions of years. Therefore, how about I grant you one wish that the being offered? Say, what do you wish for? So is this like stand-in for the Oracle maybe? Or scientists thought of unlimited knowledge and the world's treasures and infallible health. But none of those wonders interested her any longer. Can you remain by my side? She asked, her voice growing weak as the realization that she grew tired of solitude dawned at her. Unfortunately, I cannot grant you that wish, as nothing can bind me, was the divine being's answer, and the scientist hung her head low. However, if it's a lifelong partner you want, without as much as a warning, the creature tore off the scientist's finger, and her identical copy grew from it. As the scientist screamed from the sharp pain that pierced her, the relentless god spoke again. It knows everything you do, and understands you better than anyone ever would. It'll never leave your side and remain with you in life and death. When your sight fades, it'll become your eyes. When you lose strength in your legs, it'll carry you in its embrace. Together, you are one. I dream of falling into a pit of identical corpses and wake up in a cold sweat. Yeah, a whole pit of them, that's a little much. Henri's idly browsing her phone as I struggled to finish a mission in a shooter I was playing. Wow, Fennel's sure popular. I just looked up his novel and it has like 15 fan communities. Oh. What are you acting all surprised for? Aren't you his fan or something? Stop it. I'm not a blind follower. I read his writing the other day. It's good. Like, really good. But I don't like it. Whoa, okay. Care to explain? Well, the overarching theme of his stories is that only you can save yourself. It's like other people don't exist or can't be of any help even if they're around. It's weird having this AU be like, Charles does not like Vincent's writing. His characters either choose solitude or end up in circumstances where they are surrounded by their own selves. Don't you think it's closed-minded to think that way? Wow, Eiler. I knew you were dense as a brick, but not to this extent. What do you mean? Henri rubs her temples and gives me a reprimanding stare. Listen. Doesn't all this remind you of a certain someone? Well, breaking news. Young people aged 12 to 16 found dead on the shore. The motives behind their deaths remain unclear. Numerous sources report that they were all frequent visitors of Heaven's Gate community website, a web cult whose beliefs may have led them to suicide. Uh-oh. Vincent, you got blood on your hands. Vincent skipped school for 3 weeks. When I see him again, there's a mask plastered on his face. Vincent Fennel is smiling. Oh. Creepy. I don't understand. So, it's dark in the morgue. We sit on the cold ceramic floor. Felix Honecker doesn't have long left to live. How are you feeling, Mr. Honecker? Tired. That's nothing new. Is everyone pulling an all-nighter because of me? Yeah, even Florence didn't hold back on soap. Felix sighs. Even though I did nothing to deserve this kind of treatment, you all chose to act stupid. What are you sulking for, idiot? You'll see me tomorrow. He doesn't think so. That person won't be you. I doubt anybody will notice the difference. It's not like I did anything remarkable during my lifespan. Okay, so wait, so the intro content is also AU, and Felix knows about the clones. Like, he did not know back in the original content. Interesting. He gave a shit about me, although he gave a shit about everyone, just like Henry before he fell ill. It's unfair. We both know I am a copy. First, Mr. Honecker tells me it's okay to care. Then he complains when I do. Which is it? Do you believe in God, Bennett? No. Henry Huxley isn't someone as shallow as that. I see. Then it must be the same for me, too. Mr. Honecker, I won't make friends with you the next time we meet. It's a promise, then. What? So can you feed the cats? Got it. Awesome, thank you. Exams are stressful, but they're nothing I'm unprepared for. After all, I've always been a diligent student. I got paired with Henry during the language exam, and we passed with flying colors. Vincent, however, remains as distant as ever. I can imagine still being shook, yeah? For the past month, we haven't gotten to talk at all. I wonder what he's thinking. Oh, he looks real out of it now. How disappointing. I can't seem to find any topics to discuss with you, either. No. Vincent's not that petty. The very fact that you thought of me like that makes you the pretty one. Petty one. Truth is yours, imaginary Mr. Fennel. I understood that the way I use words impacts people around me, so I decided to distance myself from people who are easily influenced. More plausible. Yeah. Doesn't that mean he thinks very little of me? There's no guarantee that we'll keep in touch after graduating, either. Can't shake off the feeling of frustration welling up and end up losing sleep at night. So anxious that I decide to discuss it with Henri. She likes food, so I lure her in by inviting her to a cafe. He wrote, "What?" Henri stabs a cherry tomato on her plate. It makes a popping sound and bursts. Maybe telling her wasn't a good idea after all. So what if he's a cult leader? I want to talk to him again. Besides, he only helped copyright the text. It's not like he involved himself in their activity. I mean, as far as you know. Might be lacking a little bit of information here, Charles. Your moral compass just did a complete 180 right now. Yeah, it's okay. Your boyfriend can be a cult leader if he's cute, right? That's how that works. Listen, I'm sure he understands the weight of his actions. His current isolation must be just damage control. Are you sure he's not just a control freak who enjoys having power over others? God, Henry, are we talking about the same person here? He's the most tactful person I know. He wouldn't... You commit suicide because he told you your imaginary world will become real? Don't come crying to me. Yo, the... episode 3 callback. Henry, you can't just hit us with that. You can't cry if you're dead, Miss Warhol. Anyway. Fennel's dangerous, okay? People like him harm others without even realizing it. That accident confirmed it. If he's a writer, he should take full responsibility for the messages he's communicating. Don't go, it's their own fault on me. But it is. Everyone has their own brains. Arguably. They decide to self-destruct after hearing they're in a video game, then they were already predisposed to it. They just saw the cult site and bam! Confirmation bias activated. They wanted a motive. They got it. I would never end my life just because I stumbled on some creepy pasta on the internet. It would take more than that. Like mother's death. Or my own health deteriorating to the point where I start hurting others. Then Hey, stop it. I'm sorry. I don't think I'm completely right, either. Circumstances are different in each individual's case. I know that. I'm just worried about him. Knowing Vincent, he'll never talk about himself. Which is okay with me, if that's what he wants. But if I keep ignoring this, what if I think of running on the field. Children are laughing, illuminated by sun. People like that don't live long. Fine, I get it. Talk to him when you get the chance, okay? I'm sure you two will figure something out. I'll walk Audrey home and wave her goodbye. When I see Vincent next time, what should I tell him? No matter what I'll say, I find myself afraid of hearing his answer. Graduation day finally comes. Time sure flies. Oh. Audrey curled her hair cute. Charlie, over here. Who? Charles, don't who? Girl does her hair up once and like can't fucking recognize her. I mean, I guess the outfit's different too. Maybe it's a little much. Hello? Do you really not recognize me? I think you just aged by 9 years. Yeah, you deserved getting hit for that, Charles. Ow, okay, 7. Please stop kicking me, Miss Warhol. No, keep kicking him. Kick harder. Oh, hold on. Is tea drinkable? Let me see if the tea is drinkable. No. It's drinkable. Oh. One of these days, I'm gonna make that button do something. Oh, now ads are starting. Heck. Well, time to sip tea for another 20 seconds. Nom nom nom. I'm getting used to paying attention to the ad stupid timer. I put so much honey in this. Why can't I taste it? Where did I not stir enough? Stir with the heckin' tea bag. And I spilled. Good heckin' going. Yeah. Okay. Yay, napkins. Okay. Add. Oh. Yeah, it'll probably just be honey at the bottom. I thought I stirred it good. Well, okay. I know I look good. You do too. I look like my father. Yeah, no kidding with the hair slicks back. Girls don't wear your hair that way. Honey for the mouse. Mouse plus honey equals money. Yay! I hate money, but I need stupid capitalism. And you hate it? I don't know anymore. All that matters is that mother is doing better. Henri pats my head. Okay, try to have fun today. Thanks, you too. I look for Vincent in the crowd. He's talking to one of our teachers. All smiles, as usual. I join in as his shadow. Eiler, you look different. You look tired. Ha, do I? Well, I suppose I'm not really fond of long ceremonies. Is Miss Warhol not with you? She's participating in a photo shoot with other girls. I ran away as soon as I saw the camera. Correct choice. Vincent laughs, visibly amused. And too stuffy in this suit. I have to agree. But there's nothing much we can do about it, right? Suits are so stuffy. I say, wearing a lab coat, which is basically a suit jacket. Yeah, I just want it to be over soon. By the time we get to the rented conference hall, it's already evening. The banquet doesn't interest me, but I already paid for it, so I stuff myself full with random appetizers. Yay! Hors d'oeuvres. Vincent's dissecting a steamed carrot with a precision of a surgeon at a nearby table. Seems bored. The moment I decide to approach him, he's engaging in a conversation with someone else. Oh, I hate when that happens. So annoying. Too bad. I decide to look for Henri, and I find her surrounded by girls on the floor below. Looks like she's having fun, so I leave her to it. It dawns on me that out of all the people in class, I only managed to become somewhat friendly with 2. With the rest, I don't really have anything to talk about. Unless it's homework. Maybe it's for the best if we forget each other's names after we all go our separate ways. In a corner of my eye, I see Vincent leaving the hall. You're leaving? Just taking a walk outside. It's a bit noisy in here. Oh, alright. It doesn't look like he's coming to come back. See you later, then. See you. Crap, his coat is still here. When I went out of the building, Vincent is nowhere to be seen. I jog a bit to the main road until I spot the familiar silhouette. Then I'll wait. Your coat. Thank you. You needn't have run. I would have come back for it later. I didn't seem like it. Vincent covers his mouth with his hand, hiding the surfacing emotion. Is that so? Mind if I walk with you for a bit? Sure. We walk in silence. There's too much on my mind, but I can't put any of it into words. Somehow we ditched the prom night without really planning to. I don't think anybody's going to look for me today. Anyway. Ignoring Henri again. Okay. We reach a viewpoint on the hill. It's the highest platform in the old town. Vincent is panting lightly, exhausted from climbing the stairs. Pretty high up here, isn't it? I'm not fond of high places. Feels all too familiar for some reason. I feel sick. Yeah, no kidding. Railing, no. Oh, hello. I like them, though. Even the air here feels clear. Yeah, we got a bunch of anonymous gift subs. Woo. Enjoy your 2 emotes. I'm gonna try to work on more. Sorry, I've been distracted. Headpads. Headpad good, yes. Proud of how that one came out. Vincent leans over the fence and inhales the night air. Being above everything, leaving all the noise and commotion down below. Don't you feel the same? No. Felt like I could fall down any second. I see. Oh, are you alright? I crouch down, my head spinning. I'm not alright. It's like we've been here before. Yeah. Yet, it's not the same. Oh, thank goodness. You never talk about anything that really matters, do you? Always all smiles and big talk. Talking. Yet nothing you say has real weight to it. Charles snapped. I'm sick of your smiling face. What? Ah, I see. Should I say what you want to hear, then? Or agree with everything you say, like you always do? Oh. Turn that one around on you, Charles. My personality has nothing to do with this. Does it? I'm led to believe you're as much of a control freak as I am. No matter how much others worry about you, you decide to shoulder everything on your own. That's because of how my mother is. That's because I don't want to be a burden. But for you, it's all about your image. But if I asked for help, who would provide it? You? I rarely said listen to what you have to say. You just don't trust me enough. You don't trust anyone. Benson's eyes gleam with ice. The only one who sees a problem in it is you, Tyler. You're not the solution to my problems. Neither am I to yours, even though you seem to think otherwise. Needles. His words pierce through, but I don't falter. I know. Yet, I want to understand you. It's not your fault that I don't. You're someone I've always looked up to. You could do things I couldn't and find the right words to influence others. It always felt like your opinion mattered. I crouched down and faced the ground, suddenly flustered. I thought I wouldn't mind losing my individuality if it meant getting influenced by yours. Vincent's gaze becomes absent-minded. I'm a bit envious. I have no one like that. There's only myself. Always has been. I have no role model. I have a hard time finding a reflection of myself in other people. It's like standing on the other side of a one-way mirror. But I don't think of others as inferior to myself. In fact, I like people a lot. That's why I try to show it with appropriate words. Language passwords. Just like we discussed once. Remember? Friend, soulmate, partner. These are all very easy to say. The only difference is that while they have a meaning to others, these words sound empty. I've never felt close to anyone. Kind, understanding Vincent Fennell didn't exist until I created him. I remember Vincent in kindergarten, emotionally dead kid gathering crowds around him with useless trinkets from popular shows. The only time he ever showed emotion was when he tore off wings from those ants, claiming to be in control. So, is that what it's all about? You claim that you don't mean things you say, that your personality is fabricated. I don't think you're being entirely honest. You're right. I don't mean it either. He's insufferable. You, however, Vincent isn't looking at me. His mind is elsewhere. It's like there's a wall between myself and the rest. Ever since my childhood, I've been trying to break through it by trying to be someone I'm not. Yet, it's meaningless. Even if I make it seem like he exists, I can't become him. Deep inside, I must be the same child who left at the ants whose wings he tore off. Just because it was the only time when he felt like he was in control over someone's life. Because he lacked control over his own. Still, you've been trying your best, haven't you? All this talk about a quiet place, those bruises. I think it's pretty obvious at this point that whoever you live with, they've been, stumble on my own words, they haven't been treating you well. The Vincent I remember was an empty husk of a person. It's like you were never physically there at all. Yet, with time, you were able to regain control over your life. It's not like you became someone who mothers look up to overnight. You worked hard for it. Because you care. That's just a life narrative you constructed for me. It's nothing that pretty. I can't be words. I can't be proud of being a hypocrite. Would you rather dissociate for the rest of your life? I don't want that either. Both choices are wrong. There's just no hope for me, is there? This life, I already tried to put an end to it. A month ago. Huh? I didn't think much of it. It was something I knew would happen one day or another. Naturally. Yet, I ended up not going all the way. I thought, I still haven't returned the notebook. I was supposed to put an end to everything. For a ridiculous reason like that, I didn't. My eyes begin to sting, but no tears come out. I may be insignificant and frankly boring, but I'm going to do my best to become someone you can consider your equal, so that you won't feel so alone. I'll keep doing my best, so I. In the corner of my eye, I see Vincent crouching down near me, putting a hand on my shoulder. Don't push yourself, he says, his gaze remaining frozen. You're already doing enough. Empty words, template phrases. Neither of us can find comfort in each other's words. Neither of us know what to do. I want you to live, I croak out. Not to a corpse. Not to an imaginary construct. Not to a vacant shell. But to Vincent Fennel himself. History repeats. I can't see his face. I see, Vincent says simply. No tears, no surprises. That's how Vincent Fennel is. Yet, words sounded almost thankful. Vincent gets up and extends his hand to me. Congratulations on graduating, Charles. I reach out and accept his hand. The future still remains uncertain. Yet, I feel like I'll be able to fall asleep tonight. The sun rises. A new day has come. This is hitting me so much. Thanks for the head pets. Head pet. Hold on. That was good. It was really cool seeing like a different side to the characters. Also it's it's so poignant. Oh my gosh. I hate how relatable all this shit is, but I also love it because of that. Uh, oh, this is something different. Diary. Hello, morning, guys. One day, the mother of a young family brought home a doll. She did so out of necessity rather than on a whim or out of a strong desire. It wasn't the kind of doll you'd normally see on the shelves of a large supermarket. It wasn't a particularly beautiful model, being pudgier and noisier than her peers. Her insides were made out of slime that always seemed to ooze out of her nose and mouth. Oh, it's rolling up. But the mother seemed to be content with these unsightly defects. The doll was supposed to melt into a sticky, dripping, wet, foul-smelling glue that would keep the mother's marriage from falling apart after all. The father didn't want to keep the item, but to his disappointment, the shop didn't accept any. So the doll became a fitting addition to the house's interior, where she fit perfectly among the counterfeit porcelain tea sets and useless stuffed onto the shelves. Pictures reflecting her snotty face filled up the family albums. 1,000 fabricated certificates of model family life. One day, the glue went dry and the family fell apart. As the porcelain plates hit the walls, fell from the shelves, the doll remained still. Slime inside of her turned into water, flooded the room. The woman who bought it left the house, leaving all her former possessions behind. A new owner soon came, and Henry was born. I never felt like others treated me like a human being. Rather, I was an object, commodity in eyes. To my family, I was akin to a not particularly expensive piece of furniture that they kept around despite having bought a replacement. My classmates, I was a wind-up doll they could push around by provoking it, laughing at how clumsy it was. Due to almost too cliche parental neglect, I was never taught proper hygiene. So my peers made sure to laugh at the way I smelled after forgetting to shower for weeks, and the way dirt gathered under my fingernails. They hid my clothes after PE, called me names, but it didn't matter. I didn't matter. As soon as puberty hit, I became even more convinced that I was no more than an object. Maybe it's just because I used to eat too much, or maybe due to genetics. I grew to be more well endowed than other girls my age. Disgusted looks I used to get turned into something more primal and feral. Lust, starved for attention. I wanted to be desired. A gift needs pretty wrapping, a realization came. Under my modest clothes, I wore stockings and garter belts. Asked for expensive underwear as a birthday present. Began paying more attention to my hygiene. My hair became perfectly combed, not a single strand out of place. Porcelain skin nurtured by evening masks, face cream. Fake. But no longer unwanted. People I never talked to began asking me out. Girls swarmed around me, talking about boys, periods, and reality shows I couldn't bring myself to care about, but watched anyway. It was something new, something I didn't know I longed for. My first kiss was with a girl. It was at a drinking party, and everyone was drunk and horny enough to play sex dice, obviously meant for older crowds. I didn't like her, but I liked how it felt. I decided I wanted more. Silky shirts, short skirts, knee socks, fluttering lashes, flawless mascara, not a single pimple on my skin. It didn't matter that I was stuffed with chunks of meat swarming with maggots, squirming, wriggling, eating me from the inside. Charles Eiler wasn't a particularly attractive person. Let aside his above average looks, something about his attitude gave away that something wasn't right. Maybe it was the way he scratched his skin, bit his nails, or the way he stared into empty space, muttering something. There was no Wi-Fi on his flip phone, but he was constantly out of his pocket in short intervals, typing a message to nowhere, setting an alarm clock off, back on. A foolproof tactic to ease rising anxiety. In class, I would often respond to the name of a girl classmate, and everyone would start laughing. He'd cover his mouth, mortified, realizing that the teacher's question wasn't directed at him. Stifled mutterings, jerky movement, constantly on the edge, anxious, attack. Charles Eiler was far from pleasant. Yet, I found this to be similar. It felt like there was something eating him inside. Maybe he was stuffed full of maggots, too. We were sitting in an empty classroom. I was absent-mindedly scrolling down the feed on my phone. Tyler was finishing his homework for the next day. He did all the assignments during breaks. Got excellent marks for it. I never got why he was in such a rush. So, what's your answer? Yes or no? Tyler didn't look me. Instead, he was looking at a spot between me and the window frame. What? Sorry. What were you talking about? I couldn't hear you well in this noise. Tyler's voice echoed throughout the empty, eerily quiet classroom. Everyone else had gone home a long time ago. Started to get annoyed. Like I was saying, will you date me? Seconds passed. Tyler muttered indistinguishable words, still distracted by something. He was visibly uncomfortable. Okay. What? You're okay with it? I mean, why not? If you want to. Listen, I need to go home. Like, I'm sorry. His words made no sense. Tyler grabbed his bag and stormed out of the classroom. What was that about? Henry used to be a high achiever in elementary. By middle school, he'd lost all motivation to study. Eventually, he stopped leaving his room. You need to spend more time with your brother, Father had told me on numerous occasions. Each time, more insistently, his wife nodding behind his back. As if the smelly freeloader didn't get enough attention from them already. So sometimes I sat on the phone in my brother's room, listening to the click-clack sound of Henry's keyboard. It was always dark in his room. The air inside was damp, laced with the lingering stench of instant noodles and used tissues littering the floor. Ugh. Sometimes Henry got tired of playing and flopped onto the bed near me. He was not a talkative kid, so I never got what he was thinking. Sometimes he'd crawl onto me and bury his head on my chest, just laying there as I blankly stared into space. In the darkness barely illuminated by LED lights, he told me about his two-dimensional sweethearts. Like then, Henry brought out his smartphone and shoved it into my face. "It's Space Idol Gariri. All of these are from the anniversary poll," he muttered, rolling down his card collection. How much did you spend on her?" "Not much." "Yeah." Later. "Henry." Reluctant pause. "She's worth it." Felt tired. "Hey, shouldn't you be interested in real girls at your age?" "No, they're gross." "Am I gross too?" "Kinda." Henry squeezed closer to me. Too close for comfort. I could smell his foul breath. Henry was extremely bad at maintaining hygiene, just like I had once been. Maybe it was in our genes. He must be starved for body contact without realizing it, I thought absent-mindedly. "Hey, stop it. You're too close. Go ask Mom to cuddle you." Henry didn't listen and only buried his head deeper into my chest. He was like a toddler. "Mom and Dad only buy me things. They don't care about me." "Believe me, they do. Unlike you, I didn't have that luxury." "Say, why won't you leave your room?" "Pointless." "What is?" "Everything. There's nothing I want to do in life. The only times I feel happy are when I play games, sleep. But I don't want to die either. So I'll just stay here forever." How pathetic. "Charlie, you need to see a doctor." I gave Tyler's hand a firm squeeze. He was shaking. We were sitting on the cold floor in the boys' bathroom. They were around 15 minutes until the third period ended. I was trying to ignore the writing on the wall. "Warhol is a slut." Tyler responded with a minute-long delay. "What would they do? Stuff me with pills?" "At the very least, they'll help." "They didn't help Mother. I'm talking about you." "Charlie, please, stop pretending you're okay. If you're not planning on telling me what's wrong, then at the very least, try to seek help yourself. If I say anything, she'll throw my pet cat out of the window. Or worse." "See?" "Okay, understand?" I didn't understand at all. But Tyler was shaking. I can see. He was completely terrified. I'm terrified too. Of him and his mind. "It's not your fault," is all I could say, unable to find the right words. Seeking comfort, squeezed his hand harder. And it was the end of the year party. There's something about the thrill of blinding music and fleeting conversations that I cannot quite put into words. There, I was able to forget who I am, who I cannot be. He must have been a guy from the parallel class. Pretty handsome, I had to admit. "Care for a drink?" he asked me. "Sure," I replied. Took the plastic cup from his hand. The room gradually began to tilt. "Are you okay?" he asked. "I'll take you to rest upstairs." Oh no, oh no. There was something in my drink, I belatedly realized as I was led to the upper floor. As my consciousness faded, I thought of Eiler. It was dawning at me that he didn't want to own, possess, consume. He didn't want me. Didn't want anything I was able to offer. He wanted something that couldn't be seen, something immaterial and ethereal. He wanted to be saved, but I'm merely an object. My head was filled with mocking comments from my classmates. Dice at the party, constant expectations, graffiti on the wall. I was trying so hard. I was trying my best. Why was I still not enough? When I came to, I was surrounded by girls, concerned yet relieved looks on their faces. I wanted to go home. Oh boy. I woke up one day to heated debates in the kitchen. It was probably about Henry. Nothing ever changed. I snuck into his room, trying not to make a sound. He was curled into a ball under the desk, shaking, muttering something. Henry, it's me. Come out. Stop hiding. Leave me alone. What happened? They want to fix me, send me to therapy. And? I don't want to be fixed. Give me a break. Just look at how much they cared about you. About your useless, stinky, perverted. I had to calm down. Then, what do you want? To be with Gariri. Gariri is not a person. I don't give a shit. Hey, language. You just don't want to make an effort to gain positive emotions in real life. Henry got quiet for a moment. I'm tired, was his only answer. I'm tired, too. Charles Eiler started taking pills. No more jerky movements. No more staring into space. There was a permanent smile plastered on his face. He seemed alarmingly normal. He went out for food and movies. I made sure to Instagram all the food we ate at the places we visited. It would surely become the proof of our normalcy. I talked about myself. Eiler actually heard me instead of spacing out. Window shush. Erratically checking his phone and muttering something under his breath. In turn, Eiler told me about Mother, about things he saw that others didn't, about a writer that he admired. Everything was normal, just like I'd wanted it to be. Oh no. Henry, so or no, A? Like person A, I guess maybe? Like, did you do it already? Henry, come on, of course we did. Oh my god, for real? He seems like such a wimp though. I bet it was the worst. TBH, you deserve so much better. You aren't lying, right? I can't believe that Eiler is capable of anything more than hand-holding. Yeah, did he finally man up? If the guy doesn't want you, then there must be something wrong with his dick. Looks like you'll have to take action and help him overcome it somehow. Otherwise, your relationship is doomed, lol. Right, Henri? Lol. Yeah. Jeez. Damage from that conversation. This doesn't insult you, I asked, showing out the group chat. I lied to them about everything, but, you know. Charles yawned, shaking his head in disinterest. You only get insulted when you do something as insulting, he says. He elaborated. So no, it doesn't. What the hell? I thought you'd be hurt or something. Charles laughed mischievously. What, you wanted to console me, Miss Warhol? I turned away, brows furrowed. I got upset, you know. They don't know you at all. I was taken aback at first, then ruffled my hair, blistered him. Sorry. You know what Stokes say? You're provoked by your own judgment of the situation. And we can't expect people to view us the way we perceive ourselves. So don't worry about me. Here he goes again, apologizing. I was fairly sure that even if he understood all this, Some part of him must have been affected, but his words were somehow reassuring. Did he feel the same when he talked to C? I wondered. Feeling above everything, unaffected by surrounding opinions. That person really must be someone strong if they were able to influence Charles to this extent. If I stay by his side, maybe I'll be saved one day, too, I thought, and that thought alone felt comforting enough to help me get through another day. Charles turned on the horror movie, fell asleep on his shoulder, personal space be damned. Oh boy, that was the last conversation we had before everything went to shit. The god of his world was no more. Oh boy. Months later, we moved to another town. It was never my decision to make. I left most of my possessions at the old home. Henry played Pokemon during the entire trip, then vomited onto my shirt, carsick. Ew. I pet his oily hair, letting my nails sink into flakes of chronic seborrhea and dead skin. I don't know what that word is. Thought of Charles once again. Without anything solid to ground him, wouldn't he float away? In the last moments we spent together, it had already felt like he wasn't present. As if the maggots swarming inside of him had already consumed his. How unfair. 5. Hey. How are you, Charlie? You should leave him alone, Henrietta Warhol. Tyler, I'm being serious. So am I. Please stop writing us. Who's us? Why? You're a hindrance. If you continue pestering us, I'll make your personal information public. You have things to hide, don't you? 4. Henri, hi. I'm sorry for the last time. Feel free to block me. Okay, now you sound like Charles. Apology accepted. Hi. Are you okay? More or less. How's Mom? Like usual. I'm trying to spend more time with her. That's nice. How are you holding up? Fine. Trying to adjust to a new place. Henry's an idiot and blew a whole load of money on online gambling. Dad took away his debit card. Finally. Serves him right, I guess. I'm working as a waitress right now, so I have my own income. But I guess most of this money will go to my parents anyway. That's all. You have plans for uni, or I'm taking a year off. Can't deal with it right now. And I'm not sure what I want to do. Yeah, only the job you're crazy about can get you a good income. Or just luck, really. Higher education won't really promise you a good place in life. Nice pasta. Did you get into med-uni? I'll know in a month. I don't really remember the day of the exam. Uh-oh. What will you do if you don't pass? Tell myself, I guess. Haha, no, JK. Not funny. I know. I'm being serious. I have mother to take care of, so don't worry. 3. Henri, hi, how are you? Heart emojis. Gross. Tyler, is that really you? Of course it's me. Okay. I'm fine, just having trouble adjusting to a new place. Didn't make any friends yet. I don't want to pretend to be someone else just to fit in. But no one really wants to hang out with me when I'm myself. Feel alone. Are you doing okay? I'm okay. Blank specifically asked not to talk about the remnants, though. What? 2. Charlie, I'm scared of you. What you're becoming. I thought I didn't understand you before. But now I feel like I don't understand you at all. And I'm really not sure what to do. You need to seek help. Shit. I'm so sorry. If you're reading this, it's me. I'm not okay. I'm not sure if I'm myself anymore. Sometimes I just close my eyes and then find myself at an unfamiliar place several hours later. I passed the exams, but I'm failing classes hard. I feel like vomiting just looking at people. They don't look human. I'm afraid if we meet again, you won't look human too. So please, don't try to find me. Mother is not okay. She's not responding anymore. Everything is distorted. I'm clearly bothering you. I need to put a stop to this. Those were the last messages from Charles. Phone went dead. Never replied back. Trying to cope with this reality. Tried to forget about him. Oh jeez. A year later, I found out the Eilers no longer lived at the old address. Charles Eiler had disappeared without a trace. I want to think he's okay, but I know better. Lilith Eiler was buried in a local cemetery. Looks like Charles took care of her burial before disappearing. I won't live longer than Mother would, he once told me. He stayed true to his words. I like to think that his soul went where she is. Perhaps he's lying on the bottom of a vast sea, his form flickering, uncertain. I want to lie down near where his carcass doesn't float away, but that's a selfish wish. Instead, I placed a bouquet on their grave and whispered a quiet prayer. Diary. And put this face back on. Oh, It was really cool getting to see Henri's perspective. I think I'm that. Ow, ooh, ow. I was sitting at a very, very slight angle and it fucked up my knee. Ooh. Oh, that's sore. Good thing I'm doing a stretch and stand up and shit. Yeah. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that too. Holy shit. Like, there are times where I feel like I'm looking in the mirror with Charles, but I'm betting you feel that even more with Henri. Ugh, jeez. Well, I think that's it for the Heaven's Gate content. Like, the page said it was like 40 minutes of content. Here we are, 3 hours in. Same description for Delirium's content. I'm wondering now if I should cut stream here or keep going. But if the other game is really actually as short as described, I don't know. I'd like this to be the last Hello Charlotte stream because as much as I'm loving this, it's so heavy. I need to move on to something a little different. Oh my gosh. That said, it's not like we can't just do 3 more hours of streaming. Night's young. Not like I've been awake since yesterday, technically. I mean, okay, I got like 1 or 2 hours of sleep. I don't feel tired, so let's just continue. Where is folder? Back on Delirium. Here we go. Boop. Oh, that's not a running executable. That's a self-extracting. It was already zipped. What the heck? Okay. I guess I can. Well. Okay. Okay, you know what? Let's talk about it for a second. I do want to do the remaining content. Let me look up the description of what the content in this side game was supposed to be. Delirium is a short spin-off puzzle adventure game set somewhere between episodes 1 and 2. It's about half an hour long. We're gonna double that estimate. In this world, puppeteers do not exist. In a two-dimensional world without morals, what kind of girl would Charlotte be? Based on the where's my oh, hello. So picture here, right? A bunch of like severed heads and shit. I get the feeling it might be a pinch heavy with the content, even if it is short. So it could be lighthearted though, I'm not sure. I did not have a chance to talk to Luzin about the content of Delirium. I don't really know what to expect. But we could just break for tonight. Do Delirium on another night. And then if it does end up being short and not stressful and like not whatever, and then I can just like do the old plan of like then doing some like Hello Charlotte art stream for the rest of that. Yeah. I guess that works. So that'll be 1 more week of this. I do want to move on to new stuff though, because we've been Hello Charlotting for so long. But yeah, I guess it's probably good to just call it for now. It's also the case that as like I had planned, you know, I'm trying to like not do such long streams so that I don't wreck my throat so quickly. 3 hours is a fine stream length for now. So we'll wrap up, but let's just have like a quick conversation. I hope everyone doesn't just immediately leave. So it's just a quick talk about upcoming stuff. Still plan for the next couple art streams is like working on more animation. I want to get that BRB screen done. I do eventually want to draw some like other stuff on stream, though that's not stream assets. But I mean, I think people enjoy watching the animation process. It's fun. But that's just near future plan. I do still like. I wanted to do the La Milana marathon stream last month. That idea now I'm thinking is a little contrary to the whole let's do short streams idea. I still want to do it though, and just maybe I'll just put like a max, you know, like hey, if I can't finish the rando seed after 6 hours, like we call it or whatever, I want to do that sometime this month as like a quote unquote subathon, where not a subathon where like you extend the timer or anything, just I'm doing a long stream. If people want to sub, that's cool. Kind of thing for fun. So regardless of if it would interrupt something that's taking multiple streams to do, like Hella Charlotte did, running all of the last month, I'll probably just pick an upcoming Saturday to do that. So like the 20th or the 27th. And we'll plan to do that. As for Tuesday games, I'm not sure. Probably just some more fun stuff like Toho's or look at my stream for a second. I had a lot of stuff. Here, I can show this a second, right? Let's okay, not that again. See this? Okay. So here's a bunch of stuff I thought about streaming. It's one of things you might expect, and if people are particularly interested in any of these, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just do whatever I feel like, of course. Lots of stuff here. Well, I guess I can take this off the list. Well, actually, no, I'm gonna leave it here just so I remember to delirium, even though it's not actually part of this. The Bloodstained. Resident Evil, Signalis, would all be replays for me. I've played them before, but I thought I would like to replay them, and doing that on stream might be fun. And they're all things that I think would be appropriate for what I'm doing with the channel. Signalis, yeah, Signalis is so fucking good. I got arguably the best ending in Signalis, but I would like to try to play it with the intent of getting a different ending. And also just enjoy it again because it's an awesome game. Danganronpa, I'm also really looking forward to like doing as a stream thing, and that would be a lot of streams because it's a long game and a lot of talking. But I love Danganronpa, and I've had V3 for like years, and I haven't played it for some reason, and like I think that would be good stream content. I've got stuff on here like Slime Ranchers and whatever for like just for chill days, more Tuesday content. Yeah. So stuff to look forward to. Hopefully, do some of that in the for near future or far future or whatever. Let's play this one. Yeah, so just I wanted to chit chat that. Hopefully, also we'll try to make more like emotes and it soon, because now that I've got actual like more subscribers, I feel like I should have more things for you to use. Yeah, I think that's about it. Let's start seeing who the heck is on. See if we can do a so I'll pick something appropriate on the list for Tuesday if I feel like doing Tuesday. I'm sorry I keep missing Tuesday streams. Try to do it. Everyone I follow is playing Silk Song. I don't want to raid into Silk Song. I don't want spoiled. Also, FYI, not gonna stream Silk Song anytime soon. One, I don't have it. Two, I don't want to compete with other people streaming it. So, if you want to avoid Silk Song spoilers, I'm still here. Yeah, no one's on. Is anyone playing? Oh, Charlotte. Other people. Boop, 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 boop. One. Oh, there. No, sorry, that's past videos, not live. No one's on. Not to be. Okay. I'm trying to rush the raid before the ad break starts again. Head pants on. Thank you. Let's just go raid like a random art stream. Nobody is on right now. Anyway, thanks again for everybody tuning in, by the way. Get y'all sticking around. Oh, I see somebody drawing tachyon art. We're going there. How do I spell? I'm copy paste. Wait. No, hold on. They're not drawing. They're. Let me pull this up a second. That's a browser. No, they're just looking at art. Hold on. Boop, 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 boop. Ah! Which stop being. Okay. Someone doing cute art. Someone doing cute art. Someone doing cute art. Ah! So many art streams may contain sexual themes with the blurred out icon. Like I thought I had that disabled. Dun, 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 dun. What? One. Oh. Let's how about this stream? Oop. Oh. Okay, copying the name. Sorry, I think that break started. Oh, head pats. Sorry, head pats. Head pats. Head pats for aimless. Head. I can't type head pats. can't type your name. So, hi, Pants. Okay, sorry. Sorry, I'm so clumsy at raids. As soon as there's not somebody on, I'm just like, freak out. Okay, raid, this name. Thank y'all for tuning in again. Hopefully streaming again soon. Sorry I took like a week off. It happens. Hope this person's fun. Sending y'all off somewhere. Oh wait a second. Wait a second. 20 just went live. We're sending you over to Coney. Okay. Like, you're gonna get starting screens, so I don't think we're gonna get thanks for the raid, but whatever. Coney's fun. Catch you all next time, and thank you for watching. Appreciate you all. Appreciate the subs. Thank you whoever did that. That was very nice. Thank you all the new follows. Love y'all. Bye bye. Good night.